Hebrews chapter 9. Now the first covenant had regulations for worship in an earthly sanctuary. A tabernacle was set up in its inner room, where the lampstand, the table with its consecrated bread. This was called the holy place. Behind the second curtain was a place called the most holy place, uh, uh, which had the golden altar of incense and the gold covered ark of the covenant. This ark contained the golden jar of manna. And Aaron's staff that had budded, and stone tablet of the covenant. Above the ark was a cherubim of glory that overshadowed the atonement cover. But we cannot discuss it in detail now. When everything had been set up, a priest would enter regularly in the outer space to carry on their ministry. But only the high priest would enter the most holy place. Only the high priest would enter into the inner room, and that only once a year, never without blood, offering for his own sin and for the sins that people had committed in ignorance. The Holy Spirit showing by this that the way into the most holy place, had not yet been disclosed, as long as the first tabernacle is still functioning. This is an illustration of a present time. Indicating that the gifts and sacrifices being offered are not able to clear the conscience of the worshipper. They're only a matter of food and drinks, and various ceremonial washing. They're only applying until external regulation, applying until the time of the new order. But when Christ came as a high priest of the good that is now already here, he went through the greater and the more perfect tabernacle. That is not made with human hands, and that is to say, it's not part of this world, a part of this creation. He did not enter through blood of goats and calves, but he entered through once for all by his own blood, thus obtaining eternal redemption. The blood of goats and bulls and ashes of heifer sprinkle on those who are ceremonially unclean, sanctify them so that they are outwardly clean. How much more then will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself unblemished to God, cleanse our conscience from acts that lead to death, so that we may serve the living God.